Hi everybody. I know it's been a while since I did my last video, but I have one here for you today. This is my husband's birthday, so what I usually do for everybody's birthday is I'll make them a cake along with their favorite type of meal. Now, my husband grew up in Texas, and so his favorite meal is the typical Texan meal. We're talking chicken fried steak, white gravy with sausage and biscuits. Not exactly my favorite. I really don't like it, and it's not very heart healthy. However, in honor of his birthday, figure once a year is not too bad. So in this pan, I have on a low heat a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and some regular sausage. You could use whatever kind you want. This is just regular Jimmy Dean sausage. Now, the reason why I have it on a low setting is because you want the meat to render its fat. It's not going to render its fat if you don't have fat in the pan and if you have it on too high of a heat. So I'll be back and I'll show you what this looks like when it's all rendered. Hi everybody, we're back. As you can see, I rendered off the sausage. I have it draining on a paper towel. The sausage didn't render as much fat as I was hoping. Sometimes it just depends on the sausage you get, I guess, but primarily when you want to render any type of meat, you have to add a little fat to let the meat release its fat. I know that kind of sounds funny. Anyway, I had to add probably about a teaspoon of butter to this, just so I have enough butter to make the roux. You basically want 2 teaspoons or tablespoons. I think it's 2 tablespoons of grease to 2 tablespoons of flour. You basically want them relatively the same. So I'm going to let this get back up to temperature. I'm going to add the flour. Okay. And you kind of want it like this, a little pasty. And you want to cook the flour. Now, the longer you cook the flour, the darker your white gravy is going to be. So if you want a brown gravy, cook the flour until it looks almost burnt, but not quite. Okay. Now, from here, because if we were just to go ahead and just start throwing in the liquid and stuff, it's not going to taste like a whole mess, like a whole much of anything. So right there, I added just a crumbled up chicken bouillon. And then, of course, like I said, this is not the recipe you want to have on a diet. I'm going to add some heavy cream to this. Okay, so dieters beware. This is not for the faint of heart if you're on a diet. This is something that you should probably have maybe once a year. Okay, so we're going to loosen that up again. And this is basically the game that you're going to play with this until it's at the texture that you want. You're going to just kind of whisk it around. And it's going to eat up all the liquid, and then you're going to be adding more liquid. Okay. And I'm going to add a little bit more liquid to this. I'm probably going to wind up using this whole thing. This is 1 pint of heavy cream. And you know, if you want to go a little bit low-cal on this, you could use half and half or whole milk. I wouldn't go below whole milk though, because you're going to want the fat for the gravy. But there's also other varieties out there that you could also use. That I think McCormick has a dried white gravy you could use. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more. Actually, I'll just add the rest of it because it will thicken as it goes. And the heavy cream is pretty thick on its own. So let's get that all incorporated. Okay, from here we're going to add some seasonings. And I have some Italian seasoning. And you can use whatever seasoning you want. If you like this spicy, you can add some cayenne to it. I don't need this. That's seasoned salt. And I think I have enough salt in there with the bouillon. And some granulated garlic in there. And a little bit of Worcestershire, this stuff. So a little bit of that in there. Whoa, that cat broke off. Oh well, no worries. And you know what? No gravy would be complete without black pepper. You gotta have that black pepper in there. Otherwise, what's the point of having a white gravy? And from here, we're gonna add back into the sausage, back into the pan. And this is your white gravy with sausage. You could definitely leave the sausage out. It's not a necessity to have it in there. When I was in Oklahoma, I had a lot of sausage and gravy biscuit type things for breakfast, and maybe that's why I don't like this meal. But anyway, my husband really enjoys it, and this is all there is to the gravy. So I'm going to have my husband give this a taste test to see if it meets his approval. So I'll give him the honorary spoon since he's the honorary birthday boy. Okay.
I just know this is going to be good. Give me a little hunk like that with a big hunk of pig in it. Perfect as always. It's going to be really good over the biscuits a little bit later on this evening. And I'm sure you'll see plenty of good comments on Heather's YouTube channel about this. So I guess until next time, we'll see you then. Another bite for me though.